Many animals played an important role in human history, but not all of them are mentioned in the Bible and Quran, or fought against gladiators in Rome. The story of the Barbary line is about a connection from the times of the Roman Empire to the Franco-Algerian War. A predator that used to live from Egypt to Morocco now can be seen only in a few zoos around the world. He was revered across the globe and once became the first subspecies of lion, from which the whole type of beast was discovered in 1758 by Carl Linnaeus. The story of the Barbary lion takes place around 100,000 years ago with the discovery of his fossils in the cave of Bismoun near Essaouira in Morocco. Lions have been recently classified into two subspecies, Panthera leo or northern lion and Panthera leo melanochaeta or southern lion. The first one relates to the Barbary lion, who are one of the main representatives of that type of lions, which are only related to 10% of the whole population of lions in the world. The northern lions used to live from West Africa to India and from Ethiopia right to Greece and Western Europe. Currently, they can be found only in a few places in Western and Central Africa, as well as on a small piece of land in India. The Barbary lions weren't only used to fight against gladiators in ancient Rome, but also were an elite species in the animal collection of Moroccan kings and aristocrats, where they were known as the royal lion. In the end, that private initiative saved the Barbary lion from becoming extinct, but scientists are still debating whether they are a pure sample of the Barbary lion, as they can't be compared with the proven one because of the extinction of the Barbary lion in the wild nature. The northern lion is unique not only due to its history but also because of its impressive morphology, range of living, and behavioral ecology. The Barbary lion can be recognized by a thick mane that can be colored from light to dark and can extend over the shoulder and under the belly to the elbows. This feature makes them recognizable and helps them maintain their body temperature during winter, which is pretty cold compared to tropical Africa, where all the modern lions live. The Barbary lion is well adapted to survive in a temperate climate with cold winters and long dry seasons. A few centuries ago they were seen not only climbing the high mountains but also wandering around the expanses of Sahara Desert. The Atlas lion is the largest lion species still in existence on the planet. Its head-to-tail length ranges from 2.4 meters to 2.8 meters, compared to 1.8 meters to 2 meters for the modern-day southern lion. In 19th century hunter accounts, the Barbary lion was claimed to be the largest lion, with a weight of wild males ranging from 270 kilograms up to 300 kilograms, compared with males from southern Africa, whose weight ranges from 180 kilograms up to 225 kilograms. One of the largest lions was more than 1 meter in height and his length was 3.5 meters. The size of the Barbary lion is really impressive, as well as his unique range of living. They lived in a variety of habitats in the Maghreb, the area that extends from the Atlas Mountains to the Mediterranean, including lowland coastal plains, forests, and semi-arid areas fringing the Sahara. Most lions lived on the territories of modern-day Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, but some of them were also seen near the coast of Libya and the Nile River in Egypt. Here they hunted for Barbary sheep, wild boars, gazelles, Barbary stag, red deer, and herds of livestock. Their hunting method was never documented, but it's believed that they used the same strangulation method as the lions of the southern Africa. Something strange started to happen when the Europeans began to colonize the African continent, so the habitat and behavior of the Barbary lion started to change. A predator who used to live close to humans started to avoid people. In 1830s, France annexed Algeria, which was previously previously a part of the Ottoman Empire. Following this, the population of the Barbary lions in the region began to decrease. By the late 1830s, they were completely eliminated along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Lions that survived the French colonization left their natural habitat and began to go to the mountains. Not only the range has changed since the French colonization, but their style of living as well. The Barbary lions started to live a more solitary existence, probably as the result of lower prey densities in temperate habitats, but also was seen in family units comprising male, female, and one or two cubs, which contrast with the familiar larger prides observed in sub-Saharan Africa lions. But in the 20th and 21st century, the same started to appear in their behavior, as they started to have more and more contacts with people and civilization. The more Europeans colonized Africa, the more lions were affected. By the 1890s, they were completely eliminated from Tunisia. The only place where they still existed were the Atlas Mountains in the Kingdom of Morocco and Algeria. Just in 60 years, a widespread population of the Barbary lion was almost demised. A king of North Africa turned into a frightened beast that most of its time hid in the caves in the Atlas Mountains. Scientists are still debating the exact date of their extinction in the wild. The last confirmed photo of the lion was taken by French photographer Marcelin Flandrin in 1925. Some lions were killed much later in Morocco in 1942. However, the latest research showed us that tiny populations seem to have persisted in Algeria and Morocco for years, with sporadic sightseeings extending up to the late 1960s. The Barbary lion's final demise is thought to be the result of military conflict when the forests north of Sétif were destroyed in the French-Algerian War in 1958. Some unconfirmed sources tell us that they could last even longer by the mid-1960s. One way or another, the fate of lion was predetermined at the beginning of the 20th century, as most of the population was fully destroyed. It would also take lots of time to renew the population of lions, as they don't reproduce themselves as quickly as rabbits do. The current situation with the Barbary lion is complicated. There are only 90 lions left across the world, and we can't be sure that they are pure Barbary lions, as there is no wild lion to be compared with. They are fully extinct in the wild nature, and no one has seen them for more than 60 years. Interestingly, descendants of the Barbary lions may exist in captivity today, thanks to the Moroccan sultans and kings. Their lion collection originated from animals acquired by Berber tribes in the Atlas Mountains. Genetic ties to the Barbary lions are yet to be confirmed. Additionally, Moroccan lions aren't officially recognized as the Barbary due to the potential historical mixing with the sub-Saharan lions. Despite this, the precautionary principle advocates for the conservation of the Moroccan lineage until science provides evidence to the contrary. Captive Moroccan lions exist in zoos across Europe, Morocco, and Israel, with new cubs being born worldwide. It's important to note that the aim of this breeding should be to reintroduce these animals into the wild, to aid the survival of the northern subspecies. The habitats of the Maghreb region underwent significant degradation in the 20th century. However, today we have the opportunity to rectify many things, particularly past mistakes. There is a possibility that people might once again see lions against the backdrop of the snow-covered Atlas Mountains and hear the echoes of their roars.